Hey guys! So you guys probably know this, but I am a huge Disney fan. And on top of that, I am a huge Disneyland fan. And one of the most popular things in terms of merchandise at Disneyland are their Minnie Mouse ears. Over the years, I have lost so many, left them on rides like Big Thunder Mountain. I managed to now only have the bad ones that I've received. They're not bad, they're just very used already. I'll show you guys. These are insanely old, like it's literally broken. Aww. I also have these ones, which kind of look weird on my head. If I can remember correctly, unless they don't, then yay, I have another pair of ears. And I had these Winnie the Pooh ears that were the best, but they broke. Aww. So I was getting sick and tired of not having any ears to wear. Well, I made my own in like February, right before the last time I went to Disneyland. I made these two ears. These are Winnie the Pooh ears. Here it is. I also made these Star Wars ones. So here they are. I'll also show you guys real quick the ones that my sister made because she is so good. She's like really artistic. So she has these silver ears, and then she also has these Cinderella ears, which are hypnotizing, honestly. I've been wanting to make ears ever since. Like, I could honestly make them every single day if I could, and if I had the supplies. But I didn't, and I didn't have any headbands or anything. But my grandma supplied my sister and I with fabrics, crafty supplies, and I was like, I'm gonna make ears out of these. So for the past 2 days, I've been making ears, and it's been really, really fun. So I'll show you guys the ones that I made and the one that my sister made. I'll show you guys the one that my sister made first. She made this. Doesn't have a specific theme. If I were to give it one, I'd say Cinderella's pink dress. So the one that I made yesterday is probably one that I won't be able to wear at the parks because it is extremely heavy. It is this double-sided rhinestone one. This took me forever to make. Wear it for you guys. So yeah, it's real heavy. I made it out of felt, by the way. The next one that I made were these blue ones, and these are really pretty in my opinion. I don't even know if these are in frame, sorry. And then my favorite ones, Winnie the Pooh ones, also Piglet is incorporated into this one. There's 2 more ideas that I have for ears, so I decided I wanted to bring you guys along. There's a channel that I want to give thanks to because she helps me with like how to make them, which is Dream It DIY. But let's get started. This was a really long intro, but I just wanted to show off my ears. Let's get started. The supplies that I used were cardboard, scissors, Disney tissue paper, ribbon, bead garland, stuffing, a Sharpie, a big template, and a small template. Okay, so move all that stuff aside and get out your cardboard. I have my small template here and I'm tracing it with Sharpie. You're going to be doing this 4 times and you're going to be cutting it out. I used small scissors, which I recommend because you can get more exact. Big scissors are just hard to work with. Then I got out this tissue paper that I got from the online Disney store, and it is the prettiest thing I've ever seen. With the big template, I traced it out using pen, and there I was making sure that the Disney logo was centered. And you're going to make 4 of these, and you're going to cut all of them out. Now gather all the things that you made and some tape, and now what you're going to do is very much like making a paper squishy. So I taped the sides down, and to make the ears kind of waterproof and more durable because it's very unrealistic and just not convenient to have tissue paper ears, like that's gonna rip in a second. So I used tape to make the ears more durable. Then I used stuffing and stuffed those ears, and I taped down the end. I repeated this process for the rest of the ears. Okay, so I finished all of them. Now I'm going to hot glue them together. Okay, sorry for the background noise, by the way. Since there's like this really ugly separation thing, I'm going to connect them with this bead garland thing. For this part, I just added little bits of glue to the edges and added the garland along with it. Okay, now I'm going to be covering the headband with this ribbon, which I'm going to also be using for the bow. To know how much ribbon to use, I just roll the headband along it, and you know the exact measurements there. This part is definitely my least favorite part because it's always really messy and I'm not very good at it. Okay, so now I'm going to be using this template thing. This is the channel that has helped me, by the way. Place the headband. Now I'm going to glue them. Okay, so just to secure it more, I'm gonna add glue like in the crevices. Okay, so now to cover up all the ugliness in there, I'm going to be using the garland again. All we have to do is make the bow. Like, I always just estimate how long I do it, so I'll show you how I make mine. Go like this, and then this is a terrible tutorial. Then I fold these over. So this would be the top, because it's like over top of these ones. And I scrunch it together in the middle. It looks like a bow. And I use some thin wire to secure and keep everything in place while I make the center of the bow. And for that, I just cut a little strip of ribbon and I fold in the edges just a little bit. Okay, so I'm now gonna like wrap it around like that. For me personally, I like the boxy kind of look for the middle, so that's why I keep my middle pretty big, but you can just adjust it to however you want. So I got the ears here now, and look how cool it looks with the bow now. Get to the bow, and I like sweep in so that the hot glue isn't like out front. I'll get back to you guys when I'm done. Psych, we're going on to the next one. Watch till the end of the video to see the results. Anyways, so right now, this footage, I'm basically doing this really long explanation. Right now I'm going to summarize what I was saying. Basically, I did not know what to do with this fabric and I was having trouble with inspiration until I asked my family members what they thought, and I got pretty tropical results from that, so I decided to go kind of beach-like with that. I also had these 3 pins that I knew would go along with it, so it was set. So same first step as before. Well, that's unsatisfying. And step 2 is the same, except I'm using fabric. Okay, so this is definitely going to be a different process than with the tape, but it's still pretty similar. I was debating on whether or not to paint on it right now, but I decided to do it after I glue the stuff down because there's creases here, as you can see. What I did was I applied some hot glue to the edge and just pinched the fabric onto it. And I just did little sections at a time. Crease is still there. Yay. I'm going to be painting these 2 because they don't have creases. I used some golden yellow puffy paint as the sand, and I was originally planning on making both sides have a palm tree, but I was like, there's no way I'll be able to make it symmetrical and nice looking, so I asked my sister what to do. Okay, you guys, so I finished. Show you guys the left ear, which has a palm tree. The right ear has a little crab. Then I stuffed each ear with stuffing from my pillow pets. And the puffy paint actually stuck to the cardboard, but carefully I separated them. But that had me very nervous for a second there. Okay, so now that I have my ears done, I'm going to be putting on the pins and trying to figure out where I should place them. I have Chip laying down right there, like Mickey right there, Goofy right there. All I did here was add some hot glue to their backs and just stuck them in where I wanted them. I'm going to be using this rope thing as the trim for the ears. Something different with this that I did was I actually twisted it so that it would be thicker and to just make it look more finished. Now time for the bow. I cut out a rectangle from the fabric, I folded it, then folded it, then folded it, then folded it, folded it, folded it, flipped it, folded it, and there you go. Then to tie everything together, I used the string. Now it's time for the results. I present to you my own custom Disneyland ears. So it's me editing right now, and I never filmed an outro, so I'm gonna do a quick one right now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope that I'm going to make more videos like this in the future, like ear making videos. But yeah, so please be sure to subscribe and become part of the Fuzzy Wuzzy army. And yeah, Fuzzy Wuzzy's out.